Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you guys are all well. I do want to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Sagittarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember that the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Sagittarius, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, you are starting out with the King of Wands. Oh, look at you stepping out in your power, charismatic. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Star card in the reverse. So there's something here you're not investing in. You've decided it's a poor investment. It wasn't balanced. It wasn't equal. And I feel like you're kind of giving up on it. Whatever this was caused your emotions to be kind of all over the place. But now you've taken your power back. And you're no longer investing in whatever this is. You lost your patience with it. So let me see who's in your energy. I like how you're showing up. You're very charismatic here. You're in charge. People are enjoying being around you. I do like the energy that you're exuding. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the King of Swords. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Six of Swords. And we have the Fool. So this person that's in your energy is coming forth very directly, not very emotionally, but they're very direct and very honest. They have recently moved away from something that is very chaotic, and they want peace in their life. And they're very clear about what it is that they want. With the Fool here, they want to take a risk with you. I don't know if this is someone from your past or someone new, but this is a new beginning. This person is moving towards a new beginning. And I feel like they want that with you. Let me see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. I mean, I like their energy. Yeah, Two of Swords. There's a decision. There's indecision here. On both sides as well. It's like a decision needs to be made, but neither of you quite know exactly what you want to do right now. Show me what's affecting this decision. The Devil in reverse. Capricorn energy. Pisces energy is here as well. You don't want to invest in anything toxic, and neither does this person, because they're moving away from something here that was extremely toxic. I feel like you've worked very hard on yourself, Sagittarius, in trying to overcome toxic energy within yourself. And this person is moving away from a situation that they felt was toxic. So I feel like neither of you want to, move too quickly or do anything that's going to bring that toxic energy back into focus. Let me see the outcome for Sagittarius. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. All right, so we have the Six of Cups reversed, and we have the Knight of Cups. And that is an expression of love. Either you're receiving it or you're giving it. Now, this person is ready for this new beginning, or they're deciding that they're getting ready for this new beginning. They want to take this risk, but they're releasing something here from the past, something that was toxic, something that was very chaotic in their life. They want peace. So, yeah. Okay, this looks good. I do feel like for a lot of you, this could be someone new in your energy, but it could also be someone from the past that wants a do-over with you. And if so, they're trying to let the past stay in the past. So, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Now, that's interesting. As an underlying energy, that's the energy of a discovery of deception. It's not wanting to deal with the toxic, lying, cheating, stealing energy here. So I do feel like for most of you, you went through something here that was extremely toxic. You're no longer investing in that. And if this is a new person, they did as well. And so you're both going to be a little bit, you know, cautious about jumping into anything brand new. However, I do feel like it's coming. That is coming. It's just a matter of vetting each other. Now, if this is a person from your past, this would be an indication that there's a decision about reconciliation. There's a decision about, you know, can the two of you proceed forward in a non-toxic energy? So let's clarify. Spirit-wise, the King of Wands here for Sagittarius. Yeah, you're weighing up the pros and cons. Two of Pentacles. And the Devil in reverse. So you're weighing up the pros and cons. Is this going to be a toxic situation? Because you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of work on yourself in order to find this balance here. And so this is why you're kind of holding back. You're indecisive. You're looking at, you know, what's going to be best for you. What's going to be a good situation. Let me see the Seven of Pentacles reverse for Sagittarius. The Chariot and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, so there's somebody here that you're no longer investing in. I feel like this is a new person for most of you. You've moved on from somebody. You may have even been married to this person, or you could have been in a long-term connection with them, but you're not taking any action towards that person. You're no longer investing in it, and you're moving forward. You're moving forward with your life. Some of you physically moved even. Let me see the Star card in reverse. You are definitely more in your masculine energy, whether you're a male or a female. You're more in that masculine energy of taking charge of things. All right, we have the Eight of Wands and we have the Five of Swords. So you had conflict. Be careful that you're not in your ego. I do feel like there's going to be back and forth communication, possibly travel. I do feel like there's some conflict here. And it doesn't make sense to me because the conflict is associated with this Knight of Cups. So we'll have to see when we clarify that Knight of Cups. But I definitely see that there is communication back and forth. And it's designed to create change. But be careful you don't get into your ego. Let me look at this person's energy. Why is the King of Swords here for the person in Sagittarius energy? All right. King of Pentacles reversed. King of Cups reversed. And the Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, this person has recently gone through a breakup. Possibly the ending of a marriage. But I will tell you that they loved this person, but this person that they were with brought in a lot of chaos, a lot of dishonesty. And I feel like they have pulled back their feelings and emotions from this entirely. They feel that this person wasn't honest. And this is a very honest person. So they feel like they were dealing with somebody who ruined the stability in their connection due to dishonesty. And they cut that person out. And they're very guarded emotionally as well because of what they've gone through. But I feel like they're going to be pretty direct and pretty honest with you about this situation. Let me see the Six of Swords. Because they've moved on from this. It was extremely chaotic. They were angry for a minute. And may even still be a little angry with that person. Seven of Wands reversed. Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, it's definitely an ending here. They felt very powerless in that situation. There was so much chaos. They've realized that they were not on the same page with that person. And they may have even thought that person at some point was a soulmate and just, I don't see anything that shows secrets being revealed except for the Seven of Swords reversed. So I do feel like this person went through a situation that was not, it was painful and there was deceit involved. So I don't see them fighting for that connection. I see them moving forward. I see them wanting peace in their love, in their life, and they are they are looking for a more of a soulmate connection. Let me see the Fool. Let's see, because they're willing to take a risk here. I don't see them moving back towards that previous person at all. So it's almost like both of you have dealt with something that was pretty traumatic. All right, so we have Page of Wands reversed, Ten of Cups, or I'm sorry, Ten of Coins reversed, and the Fool. Wow. Yeah, this person is very definite about them not having a new start with someone from the past. So I can't believe that this is someone from your past. I think that this is a reading for people that are, you know, dating someone new. This person definitely wants to have a new beginning with you. This is something that they're looking at as being worth taking the risk. There is a ending that took place, likely in a long-term connection. And I do feel that this person doesn't want anything to do with that person. They are releasing the past. They are releasing someone that they did feel was a soulmate at some point. And I don't see them wanting to move back into that. They are very much focused on you. This is somebody too, Sagittarius, that honesty is extremely important to this person. And whoever they were involved with, they feel that they eroded the stability in that connection because of dishonest behavior. So I feel like they are willing to take a risk with you, and they have definitely put aside anyone from the past. They're focused on you. So let me see. Show me the Two of Swords. Show me the Two of Swords. The Lovers in reverse. And the Strength card. Okay. Again, it's showing me, Sagittarius, that you've done a tremendous amount of work on yourself. You've overcome so much. And that is what is giving you this glow-up energy. It's giving you this charismatic energy. It's bringing balance into your life. I feel like you are very strongly advocating for yourself. You know, you're feeling some passion for this person. You're feeling drawn towards them. I do see Leo energy here. Gemini energy is here. But what I feel like is that you're indecisive because you want to make sure that this person is not toxic or that you're not repeating a toxic pattern. With the Lovers in reverse, I'm telling you, this person has no interest in another party that they have moved away from. That is over and it is done. So they are understanding why you're indecisive, but they're saying, I made my decision. Now, I will say they could be a little indecisive about you because of what they went through, but that indecision has nothing to do with another person. I mean, their energy is clearly saying they are done with the past. Why is the Devil in reverse? Show me what's affecting this connection. Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's generous. They're very generous. So with the Devil in reverse, neither of you want to have any of this toxic energy that you both have, you know, experienced. I do feel like you are moving on from a connection that you are no longer, you know, interested in, investing in. You're a little guarded here, and you're guarded because you're trying to make sure that you don't take a step backwards. So you are a little bit guarded here. You're not completely healed or completely over what took place here in the past. It doesn't mean that you're trying to invest in it or take any action towards it. You're just, you still need to do some healing. And I do see you being very guarded with this person. Now, in their energy, they see this as a balanced connection. They definitely do. They feel that this is a balanced connection. They feel like this is what they have been moving towards. Obviously, moving away from conflicts and moving away from a relationship that has ended. Somebody they felt that they were not compatible with. And I feel like this person is now looking at you and saying, well, this person is pretty balanced. This person I could have a balanced and good, peaceful, happy connection with. So they do want to invest in this, and I think that they're waiting to see if you want to. So let's look at your outcome. This person's going to be very generous with you as well. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius and this person. All right, we have the Six of Wands reversed. We have the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so in the outcome, I see that there's going to be conflict with this person because neither of you trust the other person. You both think that the other person could be doing something behind the other person's back. This person that's in your energy, I feel like they're dating. They could be dating multiple people. Ultimately, though, there's some deception here that is causing you to say, whoa, wait a second, what is taking place here? Because I feel like you kind of open up to this person a little bit, and then you feel kind of crushed because there's some kind of conflict. And it looks like that conflict comes about because this person, while they're looking at you as somebody they want to take this risk with, there could be somebody else that this person did not tell you about. This Three of Cups can sometimes indicate dating. I don't know if you met this person through possibly a dating app, but there's something to do with them dating. Now, I also feel like it's not working out. There's somebody else in their energy that things didn't work out with other than the ending that they had. So I feel like this person could be like dating around, but maybe they weren't clear with you about this. They weren't honest with you. They may have been very honest with you about the ending that they had because that was a long-term connection. But I also feel like there could have been other people that they were seeing, and they weren't very clear or very honest with you because there's something here about this Seven of Swords. There's already a lack of trust. You've been very guarded. If you traveled to see this person or they traveled to see you, something may have come out at that point. I see discussions going back and forth about the situation, and it really does, in your mind, it becomes a bigger issue because you have the Five of Swords. And you're very conflicted about whether or not you should be involved with this person at all. At all. And it's because you feel like they're being deceitful. And so I do feel like, it's not going to work out because I feel like you are not going to allow somebody to come into your energy that is carrying secrets. And I do have to say that while they're not lying about things because, they've got the King of Swords, they're not telling you everything either. And, that is kind of sneaky. So I do feel like this person could be entertaining more than one person. And you're not going to have it. You're not okay with that. That really rubs you the wrong way. So whatever it is that they're hiding is going to be revealed. And when it comes out, I feel like it's going to cause quite an argument. Well, that's going to be their loss because Sagittarius, you're in such a good energy here. And up until the end, I thought they were too. And I think that's how you're feeling, So bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. And that is underlying energy. It indicates that it's going to move in your favor regardless. That any deceit is going to be exposed and there's going to be something that is going to launch you into something even better. So don't get discouraged. Don't feel crushed by this, because I feel like whatever is taking place here is being done to move you in the direction that you need to be moved. And I don't feel like it is with this person. They may have some wonderful qualities, but at the same time, I also feel like they're not being completely transparent either. So I don't feel like that's going to work, but it's going to turn out in your favor. So, and the reveal of whatever this deceit is going to be, it's going to turn out in your favor. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card You keep your chin up because your energy looks good, Sagittarius. All right, you have number 28. That does condense to a 10. 10s are generally the end of a cycle, and your card is movement. So let's look at that. You are in a time of positive forward motion. This is a time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts, and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. Yeah, so even though it may feel like this is not in your favor, it actually very much is with the Wheel of Fortune here. This is, whatever is taking place here is actually propelling you to where you do need to go. All right? I hope that this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Sagittarius, know that you are loved. And namaste.